Gaming is supposed to be fun, relaxing, comfortable, right?
Hi, ducky, now shake its egg!
But some of my favorite gaming moments are pure misery.
Are you kidding me? You know, if you just shut up and don't...
Get up now!
Dying to the same boss for hours, living the brutal life of a medieval nobody, feeling weak, lost, and uncomfortable. Somewhere along the way we decided that fun means comfort. But games like Elden Ring and Kingdom Come Deliverance prove the opposite. The problem with fun in games is that we've misunderstood what fun actually is. At the start of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you might feel on top of the world. You survived the first game. You earned your experience. Well, you couldn't be more wrong. The game immediately strips you of your learned skills, your allies, and almost every piece of clothing you own. No guiding hand, no one taking you under their wing. You get pelted with balls of dung and left naked, penniless, your reputation frozen solid on the main square of a town you don't belong in. The only help you get is a piece of advice from a homeless woman. The rest is on you. Do you wait for night and rob a house, steal some money, murder a rich guy, or swallow your humiliation and walk naked to another town hoping someone will talk to you without spitting? No crutches, no safety net. Is that fun? In Elden Ring, you'll face one of the hardest gatekeeping bosses in From Software's history. A vile, relentless monster that will absolutely make you his sorry, wrong clip. Margit the Fell Omen will show you the "you died" screen more often than Henry of Skalitz reminds you that he's hungry.
I feel quite hungry!
Unless you learn his every move perfectly. Or you do something the game never tells you to do. You leave, you explore, you come back later, stronger, and squeeze the bastard like a fruit fly. Both options are valid, but nobody tells you that. So you might just keep smashing your head against the wall, slowly descending into insanity. Is that fun? When I started Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I felt genuinely overwhelmed. Standing naked on the square on Troskowitz, I asked one simple question. What the hell do you want from me, game? I always try to play as the good guy. Stealing and murdering didn't even cross my mind, so I gathered what little dignity I had left under the pillory and left. For hours, progress felt non-existent. No quests, no rewards, no visible improvement. Around the time I visited a friend. Yes, in real life, I do have a few.
Popular I am.
We are both huge KCD fans, and I told him I bought KCD 2 on day one, and I was starting to regret it. The game felt evil, relentless. I was considering dropping it completely. He laughed and asked me why I was chasing quests and results. He told me that in the first game he mostly just walked everywhere, enjoyed the scenery and the atmosphere. That statement didn't turn me into the barefoot prophet of Kuttenberg, but it did make me think. Games like Kingdom Come and Elden Ring don't give a single fuck about your achievements. They are not masterpieces because the final boss is hard. And trust me, it is hard.
That is the most absurd thing I have ever seen!
And not because they make you carry an absurd amount of grain. They are masterpieces because they are fun to play. Not to beat, to play. But wait, didn't I just say KCD2 made me want to quit? Didn't Elden Ring beat me into the ground over and over again? How is that fun? Well, let's add a little bit of context now. Between 2010 and 2020, we had what was basically a golden age of gaming. Ironically, it peaked during the COVID lockdowns, when people were forced to stay at home and engage in their favorite activities. And
Video games.
Gaming revenue exploded thanks to live service games, mobile games, and casual experiences. Then, after 2020, something happened.
Tick, 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 tick.
TikTok arrived. The people who used to swipe candies on the subway now swipe dance challenges and pimple removals. In 2024, only 15% of total playtime on Steam went to games released that same year. That means that every new release was fighting for the same tiny slice of players' time. And that fight is brutal. So modern games split into two categories. Games that give a fuck and games that don't. Games that give a fuck try desperately not to waste your time. They tell you everything. Where to go, what to do, what to feel. I was shocked when I fired up Assassin's Creed Origins for the first time and a literal glowing line led me straight to my first objective. And if you're still not having fun, you can always pay a little extra to get it over with even faster. These games are trying to compete with TikTok on TikTok's battlefield. And as a wise man once said,
"A game for everyone is a game for no one."
I don't really know who said it, I just wanted to sound smart. In my country, you know, the one where the Kingdom Come games take place, we have a fairy tale about a dog and a cat baking a pie. They throw everything they like into the pot. Meat, chocolate, literally everything. In the end, what they baked was Assassin's Creed Shadows. True story. My grandmother used to tell me. That's what happens when you try to please everyone. And these games are losing. Not just to TikTok, but to something far more dangerous. The games that don't give a fuck. Let's go back to my KCD2 beginnings. I wasn't having fun. I fell into a ditch, broke my leg, had no improvement in sight. No chest with armor, no golden thread leading me to happiness. But slowly, I began to understand the rules. The game wouldn't bend to me. I had to bend to it. To survive, I needed a job. To progress, I needed relationships. And no situation was truly hopeless, even when it felt that way. I stopped trying to beat the game. I started living in it. And suddenly, I was having the time of my life. Someone once commented under my KCD immersion video, "I don't play games to simulate real life." And that's completely fine. But fun isn't about realism. Games that don't give a fuck aren't realistic. They are deep. They waste your time not with meaningless chores, but with exploration and learning. In Elden Ring, you can keep smashing your head against the wall. Or you can leave, find another path, discover something the game never told you existed. Some players will never see entire areas. And the game doesn't care. It's your responsibility to get the most out of the game. And that's the fun. So, how do games that clearly aren't made for everyone steamroll massive mainstream releases? Well, it's simple. Where there is a specific audience, there's passion. And passion beats mainstream every time. Nobody preaches about Ubisoft map icons.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
But people evangelize about KCD making you carry sex.
I fucking love it!
About physically forging swords. About learning systems the hard way. That passion spreads from "this can't be fun" to "maybe it is" to "that was unforgettable." So let's circle back. What is fun? It's not ticking boxes. It's not eliminating 5 out of 5 targets the game's marked for you. Fun is failing, learning and living. Fun is spending time with a game that dares to annoy you and rewards you with something deeper than comfort. Games are at a crossroads. They can try to be fun for everyone and reach no one. Or they can take a risk. Looking at recent years, the answer is clear. Kingdom Come, Elden Ring, even Clair Obscur, which didn't click with me personally but dared to break the rules. Games that don't try to be fun at all costs, yet somehow deliver the most joy. We might be standing at the beginning of a real golden age of gaming, if studios are brave enough. So give us more KCDs, more Elden Rings, more risks, more games that don't give a fuck. Or you can just do this. Let me know what you think in the comments. And like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.